Nuremberg movie is directed by James Vanderbilt, starring Michael Shannon, Rami Malek, and Russell Crowe. The movie, I had expectation of it going to be really dialogue heavy, like Oppenheimer, with no action at all. Maybe a little bit of action, but I thought like there must be a little bit of action here and there. It's not just going to be people just talking to each other. But I was really surprised to see that it was all dialogues. There was no action in the movie. The only action you see around in this movie is when someone kills themselves and the doctors have to run from their offices to the person who has killed themselves or who is about to die. So that's the only action you see in the movie where they run around. Entirety of the movie is nothing but dialogues, and it is amazing. I feel like they have used jokes. They have put a lot of jokes in between dialogues to keep it entertaining, and to a lot of extent it really works. Like, it was, I have ADHD, so it was like really helpful for someone like me to be engaged with the dialogues. And I think, yeah, it really worked. Yeah, I was there. I was really focused in the movie. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Another thing, I do believe that they kind of went a little bit too far with the jokes, because it does feel like the jokes are very much, very recent. Like, they were kind of making jokes that would be not be made in, when World War II happened. They kind of feel very recent. So that was the only thing that I felt like, oh, this joke feels like two dudes from 2025 are joking amongst each other. So that was the only criticism about the jokes, but the rest of the film is just amazing. Rami Malek plays the doctor who is in charge of Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe plays Herman Goring, and he was the second in command after Hitler passed away. So historically, there was a doctor who was appointed to make sure Herman Goring doesn't kill himself, and Rami Malek plays that doctor. I believe that Rami Malek was representing us, the audience, because when you start talking to Herman Goring, played by Russell Crowe, and we go back and forth with him, we see his background, we see his family. He has a wife, he has a daughter, and they are very lovely family. Like, his wife is very lovely, very caring, very nurturing. His daughter is so amazing, such an amazing piano player, and she's just she worries about her father, and worries about the whole situation that everything is in. We start feeling empathy for Russell Crowe's character, Herman Goring. And I believe we start feeling like, wow, like, this guy is not that bad. And once we start feeling that, we see that reflected on Rami Malek's character as well. Rami Malek really feels for Herman Goring. Like, he starts empathizing for him. And that's really what is the movie about. We start seeing the human side of these Nazi leaders, because people and everyone thinks that they are, most of us thinks that they are crazy, like they slaughtered millions of Jews, and we of course we think that they are, not human. They are satanic, or their brains just work differently. They are just a different species of human. But then we see the human side of Herman Goring. We see the human side of how he has a wife who cares. He has a daughter who is really sweet and cute. And we start seeing him as a human. And once we see him as a human, then the movie nukes you with the actual footage of the concentration camps. That was the turning point for all this empathy that you feel for Herman Goring's character. So that was like really when I was locked in into the film. I was like, oh, how can he do that? He has a wife, he has a kid, he's supposed to be nice guy. Of course, everyone is patriotic for their own country. But then you see these clips, these videos are actual videos. I looked it up online because I thought maybe they are, reconstructed to make it look very gory and very crazy. They're actual. I looked it up, and Google says that they are actual videos used in the movie. The videos were from the actual concentration camps of. I don't want to make very description, give you a detailed description of what the videos are was about, but it was from the concentration camps, and yeah, those were actual videos, and it was horrifying. Those videos were horrifying. And once we realize that, we start seeing Hermann Goring as, oh my god, he is not Satan, he is not someone who is like beyond human or superhuman. He's not. He's just a man who was given too much power. We start realizing that. And then in the end, you see his narcissistic side. When there is this whole situation where Hermann Goring is about to turn the whole trial in his favor, and then a representative from UK, Europe, I don't know, but not American representative, but a European representative shows up and starts asking him question. And the way he asks him question, he asks him like, what do you believe in Germany, in the Nazi party? Like, if Hitler goes away, if Himmler goes away, everything that happened in those concentration camps, were they right? Do you think it was supposed to happen? And his narcissism cannot say no. He says yes, it was supposed to happen. And then it all like flips over, and he does loses the trial, Hermann Goring, and the movie ends that way. Sorry if I kind of gave a spoiler over there, but the movie is amazing. Yeah, I really really liked it. It's 99.9% of dialogues. It has no action, and if you are a kind of person who's into action movies, I would recommend still watching it, because it will really yeah, it's a really different experience for people who only watch action movies. But I like watching movies a lot, so I really enjoyed it, and I think everyone should watch it, especially to see like what happened in the history, and learn from it. Don't repeat that. And I also believe that um, the director is kind of making this movie and trying to uh, you know pass this information into the current situation that's happening in our worlds. And immigration related talks is a lot that has been shown in the movie. So they are trying to show like, oh, this happened in the past, and this is happening in the present, and there are a lot of similarities. So try to learn from this is what the movie is trying to say. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this movie to everyone, and I hope you guys like it too. Yeah, thank you so much. This is my very first video. Please like and subscribe, and wait for another video. Thank you.